What's up, guys? Today I'll tell you what to do to not be weird on the first date. Guys, this is important, okay? I've seen it happening all the time with the guys that I coach, and probably happened to you as well. You went on the first date, and it just felt fucking weird, man. It just felt weird, and you wasn't sure if that was you that did something or it's just the girl. So today I'm going to lay down all the different reasons why the date failed and what you shouldn't be doing on the first date to make it feel weird, right? Now, quick disclaimer, it's not always you, man. Sometimes you just guys are not compatible. Like you seeing the girl and just the compatibility isn't there. That doesn't mean you shouldn't go on a date prepared, okay? This is exactly what I'm going to do with you guys today. I've got my talking points, so I'll just stay on the topic because I can drift a little bit. First and foremost, guys, you have to stop trying to impress her. Be yourself. And I know it sounds vague. You heard this before. Like, be yourself, blah, blah, blah. Guys, trying to impress a girl is like, it's a road to hell, man. Like, you're not trying to be yourself. You're not trying to show who you really are. Instead, you're just trying to impress her, trying to say things that you don't really mean, things that you don't really appreciate in life just to get her approval, right? You're not there to seek anyone's approval. You're there on a date to find potential girlfriend, wife, whatever your aim is, right? You shouldn't have to pretend to be someone else. Pretending is one of the worst things you can do to yourself and to another person, okay? And trying to be impressive is one of the ways that you just pretend shit and you're not being yourself. And then, like, even if she's going to be okay with the second date, you're going to have to put another persona, another mask on just to stay in the fucking act that you played on the first day, right? So don't try to impress her, be yourself, and that's the way to go. Number two, guys, is don't over-invest emotionally too early. We guys, we tend to fantasize about the girl, and I've done it many times, right? You fantasize about, just out of the looks or the quick chat that you guys had, you fantasize about, like, she's being your girlfriend in the future, you guys having the kids, or what kind of sex you will have, what kind of activities you can do, etc., etc., etc. And what is happening in your brain, right? You getting really codependent on the outcome of that date. And you just freak out inside, right? Don't get me wrong, man. Like, see if you go on a few dates, you date for a couple of months, right? You could start to think that way. I mean, it's natural and it's okay to do that, but not on the first date, right? Because you're so hyped on the outcome that you can't relax. You try to impress her, as I just said before, right? Because in your head, if I do all these things, all the things that are in my head will happen, right? Things don't work that way, guys, right? Things just have to naturally pan out in life, in the romantic life, right? So don't get emotionally invested too early, right? Because, like, as I said in the previous point, she might not be for you, okay? You just might not be compatible, and then what, right? You'll be fucking disappointed, you get jaded, you might like, oh man, all the girls are the same, blah, 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 all that shit that I hear, man. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're just different. There are so many different people, and you have to find your missing piece of the puzzle, okay? Next one, guys, is you have to avoid interview mode, right? So what people tend to do, and it's boring as fuck, is they go on a date and they ask, okay, so what do you do for a living? Okay, so how long you been in this work for? Okay, have you got any siblings? Blah, blah, blah. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. Those are important questions, right? Those are boring as fuck questions. Like, don't ask those questions like a machine gun, right? Have something that's playful, something that's flirty. Say something about her, about what she dresses or what she looks like, right? Have a little game with her, okay? Evoke some emotions, right? Asking a series of questions that are black and white, because she can't really fucking tell you more about the siblings, can she? You know, it's boring, man. It's boring, and it's just like, it's not fun. It's not fun, and that's not going to make any of you feel good about the date, right? I actually made a video about the best questions to ask on the first date. Those are the questions that I've used before. I'm gonna try to remember to put the link in there. Yeah, man, just have a few questions that are really cool. She will remember you from those questions. And also, like, those are fun questions to ask girl and just like open her up a little bit, you know? Next one, guys, is keep the eye contact, but also don't keep it for too long, right? So what I mean, often girls, they complain about guys who don't keep eye contact with them, right? So for them, it feels like we're afraid of them. You cannot be fucking afraid of a woman, okay? You cannot be afraid of looking in someone's eyes. You can't, okay? If you do struggle with this, you have to fucking practice. Honestly, man, like, it's the same with anything. You want to be good at football, you need to go and practice, right? You need to be good in swimming, you need to go practice, okay? You want to be good at fucking whatever that you do in life, you have to practice, right? Same with this, okay? You have to practice, you have to go, you have to go and on a date and just look it in your eyes. What I said there before was not for too long. If you stare at her for too long, it'll come across as creepy, right? So you got this fucking weird and creepy situation. You have to find the balance, right? You have to find the seductive balance to look in her eyes, right? So let's say we chatting. Let's say I'll pretend the camera is her eyes, right? We chatting. She's saying something. I'm going like this, and then pull away. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was like for 5, 6, 7 seconds, something like that. Okay. Anything longer than this, if she stopped talking or whatever, you have to feel it, right? If it feels too much, just put your eyes somewhere else. Okay. Next one, guys, is to do not overshare. Jesus fucking Christ. Guys, how many times people fucking overshare their shit, their fucking traumas, their things from the past, because all of a sudden she agreed to see you and you think she's your fucking savior. She's not your savior yet, right? Or she might never be. She shouldn't be your savior, okay? If you overshare at the beginning, it kind of gives that impression of, what else is there? She's asking her mind, if he's telling me that shit on the first date, how much of the other shit is in his fucking life? Do you know what I mean? Don't overshare. Keep it for yourself, okay? Later on, when you start dating a little bit, sprinkle some stuff if you really have to share those things, right? Oftentimes, I would say, if you got shit on your mind, talk to your male friends, okay? Talk to your social circles. Talk to your father, your brother, okay? Talk to the guy in the gym. I hope you go in the gym, okay? Those are the best environments to share the shit, not with the fucking girl. At least not at the beginning, Okay, later on, when you develop connection, when you get to know each other way better, yeah, man, she will probably ask you stuff, and you should be honest, right? You should always be honest with what was happening in your life and how did it affect you, etc. You know, like, don't be a fucking victim because you survived it, obviously, because you're watching this fucking video, okay? But don't be this guy who just goes in the first date and just dumps the shit out of his fucking head, okay? Keep it cool, keep it collective, but don't overshare shit, all right? Next one, guys, is to be relaxed. Guys, once again, it's the case of practice. I don't know if you go back to my first few videos that I did, you could probably see I wasn't completely relaxed. Why? Because it's about the practice, right? The more I talk to the camera, like now, the more relaxed I am. The more you talk to girls, the more relaxed you are. The more you talk to anyone at all, your neighbor, your fucking friend, guy in the park when you walk your dog, the better you get to be relaxed. Okay, there are a few things you can do to get relaxed before you go for the first date. And don't get me wrong, man. Listen, I've been there. Was I like super nervous? No. Was I nervous a little bit? Yes. Right? And you should be, because you care, right? The reason for us to be nervous about things is because we care. If we wouldn't give a fuck, then we wouldn't be like stressed about it, let's say. Okay? Tense about it. Better word. There are a few things you can do. First of all, I would strongly recommend meditation. Meditation is amazing. Meditation is it will just relax your body and relax your mind. Do meditation before you go on a date. Like an hour before, an hour and a half before. Doesn't matter, right? Do this. There are so many different types of meditation. You can do guided meditation. You can do transcendental meditation. That's the one I practice, which I strongly recommend. But it just puts you in a really relaxed state, okay? Another thing you can do, you can have a cup of tea. I know it's crazy, but it works. So you can have a chamomile. Chamomile is basically the tea that just like slows you down a little bit in a good way, right? So I would strongly recommend to do that if you get a bit stressed. You might get stressed because of those physical things that I just mentioned. You can also get stressed because you're not prepared for the date. What does it mean to be prepared for the date? It means you fucking look good, right? You got good clothes, you're looking good, and you have your questions in mind, right? Exactly. Questions in mind, so you don't have to sit there and think, oh my God, what am I going to talk about next? No, man. You should be fucking ready for this shit. Okay? It's like you go in for let's say an exam in school or something, right? You have to know shit to pass the fucking test, okay? Because that is the kind of test that she wants to see if you are the guy that she wants to spend the time with, right? And, you know, personality is one thing, is a big thing. But if you're just hard to talk to because you're just stressed and you don't know what to talk to her about, you know, even that's not going to take you much further, you know, than first date, all right? Next one, guys, is to be playful and have fun. Don't forget, why are you going on a date, right? What is the premise of going on a date? I'm not saying outcome, right? Because outcome is you getting to know her, getting in some sort of relationship, or whatever you want to be involved. But the aim of the date is to have fun, right? For both of you to have fun, right? How fun it is when you sit at the table with someone and you just guys click, right? But that doesn't happen like that, right? Because you have to have a nice aura about you. She has to be like open to you. You have to have good questions. You have to be relaxed, right? You have to be a bit playful, you know? Have fun from like what's happening around you, you know? That's the stuff, man. This is the stuff, and having fun is the key. If you're not having fun on dates, even if the date didn't go that well, as in, you know, she doesn't want a second date or you don't want a second date, right? Because it can go from the both directions. It's fine, so long you have fun. Fun is fucking fun, man. Next one, guys, and the last one, I'm going to leave you with the fucking super secret thing that I do very often. Basically, when I'm on a date and I take all the points that I just mentioned there, okay, and there's a topic, whatever the topic is, and I'm not sure about my answer, or I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that. And see, with the supposed, it doesn't mean you lie about things, right? Because there is a right time to say shit, and there is a bad time to say shit, okay? I would always ask myself, would James Bond say it? We all fucking watch the movies, right? We all watch movies. So you know how he acts. And I'm not saying he's like the role model for men. He's not, right? He's not. But with his coolness, calmness, you should ask yourself, would he fucking say it? And if the answer is no, then don't fucking say it. Just don't say it, man. You don't have to say everything that's in your mind, on your mind, okay? You don't have to say it. There might be a better time later on in life, right? So, guys, I'm gonna leave you with this. I hope that was helpful. Listen, don't give up if the first date didn't go that well. The next first date will be way better. And, you know, if she never called you back or texted you back, it means you're never supposed to be together anyway, right? So keep that in mind, and I'll see you guys next time.